Good afternoon, everybody. Kaya and Wanju, welcome to the community briefing. If we could just get you to turn your microphones off, please, and prepare for the presentation. We're just going to wait a couple of minutes to make sure everybody can get online safely. But fantastic to have you join us this afternoon. So if you could just pop your selves on mute, please, and then we can have a nice, clear presentation once everyone's joined us. So thank you very much. A couple of minutes. While you're waiting, you might want to jump into the chat and tell us where you're dialing in from today, which country you're on. We're presenting from Wajak country on Noongar Butcher, so we'd love to see and hear where you're all from around the state. We know we've got a lot of people checked in for this session, so please just let us know and we'll have a quick scan of who's in the room. Wonderful. Right, we do like to honour time here at Reconciliation WA, and I'm conscious it is 1:30. Fantastic to see you all checking in and telling us where when you're dialing in from today. So welcome everybody. Great to have you here. Lots of different organisations from across government, corporate, community, media, etc. So fantastic to have everyone here. If you don't know the country you're on, it's always good to find out. So in Perth, we're here on Borloos, which is Wajak country. Fantastic chance to see all the different country names coming through. Welcome, everybody. Right, let's get going. Good afternoon, Kaya and Wanju, everybody. My name is Jodie Nunn. I'm the Chief Executive Officer here at WA. But of course, my greatest joy is leading a team of fantastic people who you can see in the sidebar, and they'll all be co-presenting or hosting with me today, and you'll be hearing from all of us over the course of this presentation. Fantastic to have you here. Thank you for making the time. We've designed this session to really make it very easy for you to navigate through National Reconciliation Week, and it's incredible to think we're here again, leaning into the week, the very powerful week of reconciliation that we've got ahead. And of course, between now and then, there's going to be a state and federal election, so it's a very interesting time to be talking reconciliation. Just a couple of housekeeping matters. If everyone could please put themselves on mute so it's nice and quiet. We love to see faces, so feel free to keep your cameras on. We are recording today's session because we do want to put this online for other people to tune into. And for people to optimize their view, if you please go up to your top right-hand corner and go onto view and look at side-by-side gallery. That way you're going to get the best view of the screen. We had a bit of feedback last time that there were a few QR codes underneath faces. So hopefully that will help you optimize your view. There's plenty of time for questions at the end. If you have questions as you go, please pop them in the chat and we will keep updating you as much as we can in the chat. Otherwise, we'll deal with those questions at the end. Now, it's going to be a little bit of talking from us in the first instance to try and take you through the week and show you all the activation opportunities that you can bring into your business, our organisation. We want this to be as relevant for the metro focus we do for the regional folks. So you'll see there's a lot of online opportunities to engage as well, or local activation opportunities. And we hope you are as proud of this program as we are, because at the end of the day, this is our program as a collective of Western Australia to really make sure we bring reconciliation to the fore. So let's get going. We do open, of course, acknowledging that we're on the beautiful lands here where we're presenting from, of the Wajak people of the Noongar Nation. And I extend my deepest respects to elders past, present, and those who we will have the privilege of walking with in the future. I also acknowledge that we walk on the shoulders of giants here at Reconciliation. We know many have gone before us, and many will carry the flame into the future. And we honour everyone's work. And we also know that reconciliation is the journey of finding our common ground and walking together and doing this work together to make sure we make a fairer and a safer West Australian community for all people. So I just want to really acknowledge any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people on the line today. We stand in solidarity with you, particularly at these interesting political times that have been very challenging. And at the end of the day, reconciliation is all about unity. So we offer that space today. That is me. Hello, lovely to be here with you. And I'm just going to start by introducing the theme of this year and also a little bit about what we're trying to prioritise for 2025. So I'm sure you've seen the beautiful artwork this year and the power of this artwork at a time where I think we're seeing real winds of change globally and also nationally. Bridging now to next, we all know that in 2000, one of the most powerful memories of the reconciliation movement was the bridge walk across the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I know several people that were there that still stand tall in the reconciliation movement, and they talked about expecting about 20,000 people to do that walk, and 250,000 people showed up. And it took 6 hours and full closure of the Sydney Harbour Bridge to get all those people across. And I can't even imagine what that must have been like for the organisers. Puts a bit of a sweat on my forehead thinking about managing 250,000 people across a small space. But what an incredible, powerful message saying how important this is. And of course, 25 years later, we're still having the really powerful and important conversations to move the agenda forward. So
Hello.
we're really
Turn up volume.
if we could just ask people to
Can you
put
press the
themselves
blue
on
button
mute
itself?
because we're
Which one?
hearing
This one? Where it's on top of the picture. Yes. I turned.
Thank you, people. We're just going to mute if we get some noise in the background, but welcome to the people that have just joined. So we're just talking to the theme. So bridging now to next is really looking at where we've come from and then where we're going to. And of course, the two bookends of the week are the 27th of May to the 3rd of June. 27th of May being the anniversary of the 1967 referendum, the one that was successful. We're talking and focusing on that one today. And then the 3rd of June, which of course is the anniversary of the Mabo decision in the High Court. So two really powerful dates in the reconciliation calendar. So the theme and the messaging this year is really about that ongoing connection between past, present, and future. We all know that the work of reconciliation is very much a journey. I hope one day we'll be able to close the doors of Reconciliation WA because it will be embedded into our community. We would have made the societal change, but we know we have work to do before we get to that point. We also, the artist really has highlighted that native plants are known for regenerating after fire and thriving through adversity. And I think you can agree that the beautiful artwork and decor that we've got this year reminds us that that nature often is the restorative piece. And I know I'm a hills girl by birth and grew up in the hills, and I was bushwalking the other day through a sort of fire affected region, and all the green shoots were starting to bloom or shoot out, and it was a real reminder for me, through adversity comes strength and renewal and growth. So we've talked a little bit at Reconciliation WA about in the darkest of skies shine the brightest of stars, and that's what we're looking to this year, is to really look at those bright stars, and we've certainly got lots of them in the program. We are requiring a collective strength to this movement. The power is in the people, and that's not one person or one leader. We say that reconciliation is everyone's business. And we really call all of you to not only think about what you can do in your organisations, but within your circles of influence. So, many of you have families, have community groups, sporting groups, volunteer organisations, as well as your professional life. So the tentacles of this work need to go beyond just the remit of our professional lives, and we really encourage you to think about that. And we're asking people to make a deep commitment. At the National Reconciliation the National Reconciliation Forum that was held in Brisbane last year, we talked a lot about active allyship, not just allyship, but active allyship. We can't just stand by and watch others do this work. It is about leaning in. It is about doing the work. It's thinking about where we can have impact individually and collectively. So please think about your active allyship as part of the process. And then we want to, of course, look ahead and push forward. We have had a bump. We can't ignore the impact of the referendum in 2023. We know there was a significant breach of trust. We acknowledge how difficult that was for mob and how continuingly that is still difficult for many. And our doors remain wide open for whenever mob want to come back in and engage. And we know many have, but we know some still struggle, and we must respect the impact of those moments in history that were either were successful or were lost. And we know we've had an impactful, it's been very impactful, that the outcome of the referendum, and we do acknowledge that, but we want to strengthen for the future as well. Of course, our artist, wonderful Caledon woman, Bree Buttonshaw. She's a contemporary designer using a lot of digital work. You can see it's fun and funky, and you'll see that lovely bright image showing up right throughout National Reconciliation Week. And she, of course, has strong matriarchal line, which she follows in her work. Now, as far as Reconciliation WA this year, we are really kind of focused on the following aspects. We really want to bring that theme to life and looking at that new horizon that we're focused upon. I mentioned the act of allyship and joining the movement. Solidarity is absolutely fundamental, particularly in this tense social climate. I think we've all sort of stood in horror watching at some of the global leaders' behaviours in recent times and policy settings, but the power is always with the people. We elect people into government, so the power sits with us to continue this work forward. We want to make sure regional voices are present throughout the program and also their stories. And fundamentally, we want to work closely with you, our members, and make sure that we use this time to really strengthen and build relationships and amplify those opportunities statewide. And then most importantly, and I always talk that, we get the gift of this week each year where all the focus is on reconciliation, but it really is about lighting the fire in all of our bellies to do continue the work for the year ahead. So thinking about how we can use Reconciliation Week to really amplify that work and prioritise our RAPs or our reconciliation plans or people that are making a commitment to reconciliation. And we welcome everybody that has a vested interest in making sure the movement moves forward. We can't do this work without the help and support of our partners. Many of our partners work on country and have an impact on country. Many of them are on their reconciliation journeys, and it's really important that we welcome all parties to the table and we actually make sure we continue to improve our reconciliation efforts as a collective. All our partners make a valuable contribution and we want to acknowledge and thank them. We have a new partner in CME this year, Chamber of Minerals and Energy, which is fantastic to welcome them, and a number of towns that we're also doing active partnerships with as well, and a very exciting new event that we will talk you through as well. So thank you very much to all our partners, and I know some of them will be online today. So I'm just going to do a quick sketch through the week. The team cringe when I say this, but we kind of design it as a bit of a pick and mix stand, because I always think of my 50-cent bag of lollies when I was a kid and the massive bag you could buy. But the whole idea is that we try and give you lots of options so you can think about how you can weave this into your program and how all these assets can work for you as an organisation and you get the best value out of the week. So we always, whilst Monday the 26th is the day before National Reconciliation Week, we always honour our friends at Bring Them Home and Yokai, who do incredible work for Stolen Gems. So we support their program, which is an in-person program at Wellington Square. And then on the Tuesday, we start with our breakfast. Many of you have been before. This year, we're going to Walyalup to Fremantle, and we'll be at Fremantle Ports. Vanessa's going to talk us through that program shortly. That will be both in person and online, and we also will be broadcasting statewide. So watch parties, get thinking and get creative. And I will say too, with watch parties, Vanessa will talk to this in more detail, but you don't just have to do it in your own organisation. Think about in your community who you can partner with to do this work together, particularly ACOs and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people that you may have existing relationships or could form new relationships with. And then on Wednesday, we've got many of you may have participated in our Respect Rising conversations. So we're bringing our Rising program for a big community yarn back to the Constitution Centre. There will be a mob-only yarn and a mob and ally yarn, and we will also then be leaning into a screening in partnership again with Yokai to do Genocide in the Wildflower State, a very, very powerful film that I believe every West Australian should see. On Thursday, we go to our memoirs. We've got a very exciting announcement there. That'll be in person and online at the Subiaco Theatre Centre. On Friday, we move into a new event with 4 new partners, which is Murdoch National Centre for Reconciliation, Truth and Justice, and Yokai, Bringing Them Home at Murdoch at the Reconciliation Truth Forum. And I'm really excited about this event. We have a long runway on this event leading up to the State Bicentennial in 2029, where we would like to host an international event in Western Australia, tying in with our bicentenary. On Saturday to Monday, of course, that is a long weekend, so we're going to give you a rest, but we're also going to give you lots of options to maybe take your family to some key activities and engagements at key venues around the state. And of course, our own Boulevard Up has amazing programs on during National Reconciliation Week, as well as the Regional Museum Network. And on Tuesday, we bring you back for the Walk for Reconciliation, which this year we're heading to Gallup or Lake Munga. They've been doing some incredible work out there on their truth telling and renaming. So we're very excited to be doing that. And of course, we're heading to Bunbury as well in partnership with the team down there, thanks to South 32. So it's a very quick snapshot of our program. And now Vanessa's going to take us through a bit more of a deep dive into the program so you can start planning your week ahead. But thank you so much again for tuning in. And now I'll hand over to the team who will walk you through the program in detail.
Hi, everyone, and Wanju. It's really wonderful to be here again for what's my fourth National Reconciliation Week. I can see a lot of our friends and colleagues online, so it's great to see you and great that you're getting ready and prepared for the wonderful week that's ahead. And of course, that's the week to prepare you to carry that fire throughout the year. As tradition has it, our National Reconciliation Week starts with Sorry Day on the eve of National Reconciliation Week on Monday, the 26th of May. There will be an event at Muat Ark Wadney, Wellington Square in Boorloo in the city. That's from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're very proud to support our friends and family at Yokai and bringing them home WA, and they support the Stolen Generation community here in Boorloo and across the state, and we have deep respect and admiration for the ongoing work that they do. This is a national day to acknowledge the strength of Stolen Generation survivors and reflect on how we can all play a part in the healing process for our people and our nation. So, as I said, that's in the city, but also that will be broadcast, streamed live. So we'll be updating you with details. So keep an eye on our newsletters and on our socials, etc. So on to the week itself. Very excited for the NRW breakfast this year. We'll be in Wallyup at the amazing Fremantle Passenger Terminal. This will feature a dynamic program of live and pre-recorded elements. We're looking to really elevate truth-telling and regional stories. This event does sell out, so we really encourage you to get online and book your tickets. Our member tickets will be going on sale from 10 a.m. on Monday, the 17th of March, and for the rest of the community at 10 a.m. on Monday, the 31st of March. There'll be a really amazing, of course, with Wallyup Fremantle being a site of colonization. It's a place a lot of people came through as new settlers to Western Australia. We'll be looking at some of those stories and histories as well. Really excited to announce that our keynote speaker this year is the amazing Pat Dodson, known as the father of reconciliation. He's a Yawuru elder from Broome, amazing history in Indigenous rights and activism, and of course a senator for Western Australia. Very, very pleased to have Pat with us in person at the breakfast. So that one's not to be missed, as I said. So book those tickets for the breakfast. This year, when you go online to book, you will have the ability to choose which table and which individual seats that you sit at. And we're also having a really wonderful opportunity for those who can do it, that you'll be able to pay it forward. So you'll have the opportunity to pay for a table or some individual seats for Aboriginal community services and members and elders in our community. So really encourage you to consider that when you're purchasing your tickets for yourself or for your organisation. Please enjoy this video of Pat and his amazing words and language.
I'm a proud member of the Yawuru people of Broome, and in the Yawuru language, from around Broome, there are three key concepts from the Bulgarigara, which shapes our ways of knowing and understanding. And these concepts will inform my work here as they have formed my being. and they are Mabu Ngarangu, a strong community where people matter and are valued. Mabu Buru, a strong place, a good country, where use of resources is balanced and sacredness is embedded in the landscape. Mabu Lia, a healthy spirit, a good state of being for individuals, families and communities. Its essence arises from our encounter with the land and people. These concepts are not newly minted. They come from the time before time began. We call this the Bulgarigara, from when the earth was soft and yet to be moulded and given its form by creative spirits.
Amazing words, and don't miss that opportunity to come hear Pat in person. To honour the theme this year, Bridging Now to Next, we have a next generation leader also participating in the keynotes as a keynote speaker, and that's the incredible Tremaine Baxter Edwards. He's an 18-year-old leader from Wyndham. He has a wealth of awards. He said when he was very young, at the age of 6, that he wants to be the first Aboriginal Prime Minister in Australia. And from our experiences with Tremaine, we have no doubt that that's well within his reach. Really encourage you to come along and hear this incredible young man speak. At the moment, he's the spokesperson for the Wyndham Youth Aboriginal Corporation, is doing some incredible work up in the Kimberley region with young people, and certainly keeping them engaged with their community, their land, and their elders. We're really proud to have Tremaine with us on the journey. Please have a listen to Tremaine himself.
Ever since I was small, I knew that the world wasn't perfect. I knew that Australia, while it is the best country in the world, was certainly a tough place to live in. And as a remote person, a remote young person, I recognise that at a very early age. You know, I see the disparities between not just Indigenous and non-Indigenous, but between regional remote people and metropolitan people. And so I said, I have to do something about this. You know, I can't sit on my backside and not do something about it. It's important that I get up and do something about it. And listening to the stories my nana told me as a kid, and I was just like, yeah, I can offer so much to the world.
Yeah, don't miss this opportunity to hear Tremaine speak with us as the keynote guest speaker. So there's many ways to get involved. As I've said, the tickets will be going on sale for members 17th of March and 31st of March for non-members. Please come along and attend with us in person. Also, we're very excited to announce that this year we'll be streaming our breakfast live via NITV. Very, very proud to have them in a partnership and with that screening. So we encourage you to make your watch parties. These, of course, are free for members, and would really love any support by non-members with a donation for those watch parties and for the screening. But we'll certainly be sending out more information in regards to how to hook up with that. There's, as Jodie mentioned at the top, there's lots of opportunities with your watch parties, and thinking really outside of the box of how you can include your local community, your local Aboriginal corporations, elders, schools, etc. So really consider that. Of course, you're able to you don't need to watch it on the day. You can, of course, it will be available online for you to screen throughout the week and beyond. But absolutely take that opportunity to tune in and partner with like-minded organisations and host a community watch party. That is happening in Newman. There we also have this year the community watch party in Newman in the town square there. So thank you to Newman and BHP, the Shire of East Pilbara, for supporting that, and BHP. check out with your RAP committee or your organisation in your boardroom or meeting room over morning tea. Have a yarn around your reconciliation achievements and tune in. For teachers, you can create some mat time and tune in for the education segment, which we will, when we have the program finalised, there will be an area where we have an education highlight within the broadcast. And also, please, your family and your friends around your kitchen table and have a yarn. There's lots of opportunities for you to create those events with your families and community. So the Reconciliation Rising Yarns, this will be an opportunity to come together in person. These continue on from the very successful and meaningful Respect Rising Yarns that happened last year around the state. In the morning from 10:30 a.m. we have a mob only yarn, and then from 1 p.m. we have a mob and ally yarn, and in between there will be some light lunch. The registrations for this are free, which provides wonderful access, and we do encourage allies to support with a donation where possible. These yarns will be focusing on the theme bridging from now to next. And highlighting the next, we'll be very pleased to have Tremaine Baxter Edwards with us at the yarns as well. And registrations are required for that. And we will be screening Genocide in the Wildflower State after the yarns for those people in person. Those people are not coming along to the in-person yarns. They can register and view it online and still experience the panel, the Q&A session by a donation. This documentary is not to be missed. It's essential viewing for all West Australians, sharing that truth-telling. And it's a powerful truth-telling and a demand for justice and to support healing trauma in the survivor community and building understanding with the wider community. So they'll be online for people to register from 3 p.m. As I said, online you'll still experience the panel as well. For our series of the Reconciliation Memoirs, extremely proud to have Patrick stay around with us that week and share his life experiences in the memoirs. This will be the fourth in the series of 5. As you can see on screen there, we still have these books on sale at the moment, so please consider purchasing those in our merch and collecting all of those. This will be held in person at the Subiaco Theatre Centre, and join us early from 5:15 for soup and damper and a yarn with like-minded community members, and the presentation with Pat commences at 6 p.m. You'll have opportunity there to ask questions of Pat, which is an amazing opportunity with someone who's so experienced and has so much knowledge in the reconciliation space. So our next program is a new one, the Reconciliation Truth Forum. This is in partnership with the Murdoch University, the National Centre for Reconciliation, Truth and Justice, Yokai, and Bringing Them Home, WA. And we'll be focusing on best practice in truth-telling, truth listening, and truth action. As Jodie mentioned, this series is preparing for our journey towards the 2029 bicentenary. So, at that time, it's our aim to have an international truth forum, and in the intervening years, in 2027, we're planning on having a national forum. So please do join us. This is a ticketed event, and there will be opportunity. There is access, as with all of our events, there is access for community members, and also access where people need to be able to pay what they can afford. So, and the availability of our events online. So accessibility for those both in Burraloo and across the state is really a key focus for us here at Reconciliation WA. Last but not least, the incredible walk for reconciliation. This year will be a walk of truth and healing, a sharing of stories, and the history and the significance of Gallup, which is Lake Munga. I'm sure many of you online have driven past this site thousands of times in your life. There is incredible history to be shared about Lake Munga or Gallup, and please join us for this opportunity to hear that. The program is curated by the elders and team behind the Gallup Arts Project, which was produced by Sam Drum, and I'm sure many of you online would have experienced the Gallup VR experience, which shares this important story. So we're very proud to be collaborating with this team who are curating the walk experience for us this year. What is unique about this year is that we do have an early session for young people. So from 11:30 a.m. They'll experience a presentation, and there'll be a short walk with interactive activities. This is for children aged up to 12 and their families, including primary schools, and will include a short walk. At 1 p.m., we have a walk which will be 1 kilometre long, and we suggest this time for secondary schools and also for those people who have, able to get away for their lunch hour. The journey in the walk this year will include a powerful engagement, education, activities, performers, speakers, and activations. And at 2:30, there'll be the session where there'll be a welcome, and the storytelling. There'll be song, welcome to countries, smoking ceremony. There'll be a 1 kilometre walk, and for those who have the time, and of course the energy for it, is the 3.5 kilometre walk around Gallup, around the lake itself. So do be sure. We are asking this is of course free to attend, but we do need to keep track of the numbers of people who are joining us. So there will be registration pages for each of those session times. And just acknowledging the Gallup Arts Project, we've been working with Auntie Glenda Kickett, Auntie Liz Hayden, Auntie Lois May, Uncle Ted Wilkes, and from Sam Drum, Ian Wilkes, Poppy Van Granger, Ezra Jacobs Smith, and Beck Newen. So thank you for all of those people who've put in a tremendous amount of work to support the walk. And also as we first started off last year, Guru and Bunbury have been doing the walk for many years now. We were very proud for the first time for Reconciliation WA to partner with them last year, and very, very proud. I can see, I think wonderful Karen Jetta was online from the City of Bunbury today. We love working with Karen and the team at City of Bunbury, and also Yaku Danju Events, who are supporting and make sure that it's a culturally safe and sound event for the community. The walk will be starting from Kambana Bay. Please keep an eye out for details of that program to be announced, and thanking South 32 for supporting that event in the South. Educational resources, once again, our amazing education manager, Pamela, is putting together a suite of activities, resources, and so forth. There'll be book lists with a teacher guide that are appropriate for early years through to high schools. There'll be a viewing section of education, as mentioned, within the breakfast, and a reconciliation card for teachers to download and share with their students as an activity. So lots to be joining in for with the young people, the Kulungars in our community. That is it for me. I'll hand over to my colleague Alicia, who's our Marketing and Communications Manager, to take you through to the other opportunities that are available.
Thanks, Ness. Hi, everyone. I'm thrilled to introduce the NRW 2025 Reconciliation WA Digital Kit. which will be a free and powerful resource designed to support every West Australian individual, organisation, school and community group in planning on how they will get involved in NRW this year. So this toolkit will be launched in early April, and it's all about making it easier for you to activate, engage and create meaningful impact in your communities. So whether you're hosting an event, running a school activity, or just sparking conversations at work, this kit has you covered. And here's what you can expect. We have the 2025 NRW guide, so that's your go-to resource for getting involved in planning meaningful events, as well as a printable and digital templates, a media kit, a really fantastic t-shirt design file, and of course, those reconciliation cards to get everyone motivated. This year, we will also be introducing the digital acknowledgement of country. So from Monday, May 26th, we're inviting everyone across WA to join us in launching NRW with a powerful and unifying gesture. So this is the digital acknowledgement of country. It really is an opportunity for all of us to honour the traditional owners of the lands we live, work and play on, and to celebrate the ongoing connection to country that First Nations people hold. We're really encouraging all of you to get creative. You can post your own unique video, but we also know that some people might need a little helping hand getting started, so we're making it easier. So as part of your digital toolkit, you have access to a really great template to share across your platforms. This year, we're making it easier for everyone to get involved, regardless of your language or background. So Reconciliation Australia has created a range of amazing translated resources to ensure that reconciliation is a conversation everyone can be part of. So this includes downloadable posters, colouring in sheets, and information about NRW in 10 different languages. So culturally and linguistically diverse community resources in Arabic, simplified and traditional Chinese, Greek, Italian, Korean, Punjabi, Spanish, Thai, and Vietnamese. So this year, I'm pleased to introduce you to Daryl Dempster. For those of you who don't know, he's the talented Noongar artist behind the stunning snake nest artwork, which is featured on our National Reconciliation Week street banners this year. Snake Nest is a powerful piece that blends traditional symbolism with modern art, celebrating the importance of family, nurturing, and the natural world. This artwork is really a beautiful reminder of the connections we all share and honours the sacredness of motherhood and the enduring ties that bind us. So moving into the National Reconciliations Week street banner program. This year, we're really excited to see hundreds of National Reconciliation Week street banners flying proudly across WA in so many different locations. And thank you to the incredible support and sponsorship from participating organisations, and for the first time ever this year from individuals and families. Just so you all know, folks, sponsorship opportunities are still open for one more week. So please jump online and have a look at the stunning artwork by Daryl, and the banner sponsorship site still available across WA. Just so you know, the program also incorporates our commitment to sustainability. So it's really important that we produce banners on recyclable and upcyclable fabrics. So following the campaign, the materials will be repurposed into some really incredible creations. NRW merchandise. So mark your calendars, guys. The merchandise sales launch on March 17. This collection features, again, the stunning designs from Daryl Dempster, whose artwork you just saw on the street banners. This year, the range includes tea towels, art posters, tote bags, greeting card packs, and lanyards. And just so you know, we've designed this range with all different accessible price points, so everyone in the community can participate and show their support. Again, with a really strong commitment to sustainability, each product is produced with a high quality and minimal environmental impact. And if you guys have conferences coming up, it's a really great way to get ahead as well. So forward thinking for corporate gifting for the year ahead, or even just that personal gifting element. Okay, so that's me. I am really pleased now to introduce you to Francine, who is our member and partner manager.
Thanks, Alicia, and Kai, everybody, and appreciate your patience. I know that you've heard a lot of us talking, as Jodie mentioned at the top, and we're almost at the homeward stretch, so hang in there. And I'm going to share with you some exciting more information, particularly for our members and partners on the call and those looking to join us in our journey. So as this briefing has showed you, that we've really got a lot of ways that you can be activated and stay engaged if you are members, but we are incredibly excited to launch this membership offer for those of you on the call that are not current members and would like to join the movement. Reconciliation is a journey, not a destination, and we like you to stand up and be involved for 365 days of the year. So to support us in our movement, we're asking you to consider joining us as a member. We have price points that are easily accessible, from gender and mort to organisational level. And by joining the movement, you're taking a stand and showing up for truth-telling, education and unity, and showing your solidarity to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. We know that together we can make change, and that 365 days of the year is such an important way to show our pledge, and that we care and we're compassionate. So, ways that you can get involved when you are an exclusive NRW member. You do receive a activation pack. So whilst everybody will receive resources and digital toolkits, as Alicia's talked you through, as a member we share with you some other tools and resources to help you embed NRW within your organisation. As a member, when you do sign up with us, you also receive early bird registrations, which, as we said, we launch on the 17th of March for registrations for our members. And we keep you up to date with newsletters, informations, tips and toolkits all throughout the year for all of our events. For a limited time only, we're partnering with Yuriakan, and they have this incredible new production coming up called Thirst. So for new gender and mort members that would like to join us on this journey, you will receive exclusively 2 complimentary tickets to their upcoming event, which is an incredible way to increase your connection to culture and learn more about our Aboriginal history and how that is portrayed in the arts field. So if you do have any questions, you can scan that little barcode that's on your screen there. You can drop me an email at members@requa.org.au. And for all people on the call that are part of organisations, we also have a host of other ways that we can connect and engage with your organisation, not just in NRW, but throughout the year, to amplify and activate your reconciliation commitments. So activation packs, as I touched on, we do know for the members on the call and those that have been on this journey with us for a while, you do receive an exclusive kit. Details will be coming to you in the next week or so to let you know what will be in your kit, depending upon what level you are, and how you can go about being prepared and order those. In the interim, I do encourage you all to be prepared if you're on the call from an organisation. Think about how you'd like to engage this year, how many of your staff might like the T-shirts. We've listened to you. We know in the past years we've heard that we allocate you a certain amount of T-shirts and then sizing can get challenging. This year we're proud to be partnering with an Aboriginal supplier that will produce the T-shirts on our behalf, and you can go directly to them to order the sizes and quantities that you would like, and you'll be provided with a discount code as a thank you for your commitment and membership with Reconciliation WA. So that's such an exciting. If we can just ask everyone to make sure they're on mute. I can hear a little bit of chatter coming through in the background. Great to hear some people are excited and already having conversations, potentially already scanning the little sign me, but yeah, that would be great. So yeah, all of that information will be coming through to you, to our members. And just a reminder, if you do sign up on the Join the Movement campaign, you will be in time to receive all of these incredible exclusive offerings for membership. And it's a great way to be committed 365 days of the year. So as we move on to our next slide, it's just going to let you know of our upcoming community briefings. Thank you to those joining us today. Honouring time, we'll try and get there by 2:15 p.m. For those on call and those that have connections or contacts, please share the news of our upcoming briefings. We have one on the 14th of March with Walga. So that's the local government. So if you work within a local government, jump onto that one because we'll give some further tips and tricks on engagement within your local government remit. State government, we host a briefing as well on the 14th of March. So we're going to top and tail them and get all this information out as quickly as we can. And then we do sector-specific industry briefings. So if you do work in a specific sector or industry, keep your eyes out on our website for those dates that we will connect in with you. And these briefings still cover the same information, so you don't need to jump onto them if you've listened to this one. There's no additional information. It just helps us kind of tailor a little bit more the experience for NRW and for you to connect with like-minded organisations on how you might work together to deliver some of the watch parties, events or activations across the state. Okay, so I'm getting very close there now. The last thing that we like to talk about with you all is volunteering. The work that we do, we can only do with support from our partners, members, and volunteering. So as we know, we're a small team here at Reconciliation WA that does great work, but we would love to have more people come on board on the journey of delivering events and making sure that everyone has an incredible time. Particularly if you've got any skills as listed on the screen around event management, project management, marketing, photography, videography, we would love to hear from you, but everybody is welcome to be involved, and you can drop in or drop out to volunteering. It's not a once you're in, you have to attend every event. Obviously, you get the option for when it suits your timetable and how you might be able to be involved, but we welcome support from everybody to help us deliver the great range of events and activations, not just in NRW, but throughout the year. So I think now just quickly on this second to last slide is just a couple of key dates. You can take a little snip. For those of you furiously writing, please know that you will receive further information on this soon, and particularly in the coming weeks. But the Join the Movement campaign is open now. So if you scan it now, you can look to become involved, and then you will be in time to receive the activation kits. For our members, you'll receive emails from me in the coming week just about how we'll get your kits and activation and early bird registrations ready for your organisation. As we said, we've got coming up, apologies, there's a small typo there. It is on the 14th of March, the Wolga briefing, and then also the state government briefing. So lock next Friday into your calendar for your colleagues working in those industries. And then the big one, 17th of March, our tickets go on sale. Can't believe it's come around that soon. So for any of our members, you will receive information on your early bird registration. We also do launch on that day, which is open to everybody, the merchandise that Alicia shared with us, and the range is shaping up to look incredible this year with Daryl's artwork. For our members as well, you do have the opportunity to purchase any in bulk that you might like for your upcoming conferences and events, and I'll be in touch with you to share more information on that. For the 31st of March, our general admissions non-member registrations open, so please lock that in your calendar. We do expect our events to be quite a sellout this year, so we know you'll want to get in early to make sure you can be engaged. Plus, there's plenty of other ways, as we've spoken about, that if you do miss out on an event or can't attend in person because you're not in Boorloo, that you can stream and watch things online. And then our wonderful Marcoms team will get out to you your guide, your ways that you can show up in solidarity and share the message of reconciliation and National Reconciliation Week across the state. So that kit will come to you with the social tiles and graphics and further information, your colouring in kits to keep you activated. So as you can see, you're going to have a wealth of opportunities to connect this year and stay involved. So there's a great little QR code, thanks Nice, that she's popped up on the slide there, and thanks to Tanisha for getting all these organised for us. If you want to make sure you don't miss out because you've just like, oh, I'm never going to remember all these dates, I'm someone that needs a jolt, scan that QR code, jump onto our list, and we'll make sure you stay up to date. And